January 19th, Exodus 4 through 6. Exodus 4. And Moshe answered and said, And if they do not believe me, nor listen to my voice, and say, Yah has not appeared to you. And Yah said to him, What is in your hand? And he said, A rod. And he said, Throw it on the ground. So he threw it on the ground, and it became a serpent. And Moshe fled from it. And Yah said to Moshe, Reach out your hand and seize it by the tail. So he reached out his hand and took a hold of it, and it became a rod in his hand. So that they believed that Yah, Elohim of their fathers, the Elohim of Abraham, the Elohim of Yitzhak, and the Elohim of Jacob, has appeared to you. And Yah said to him again, Now put your hand in your bosom. And he put his hand in his bosom, and when he took it out, and see, his hand was leprous like snow. And he said, Put your hand in your bosom again. So he put his hand in his bosom again, and drew it out of his bosom, and see, it was restored like his other flesh. And it shall be, if they do not believe you, nor listen to the voice of the first sign, they shall believe the voice of the latter sign. And it shall be, if they do not believe even these two signs, or listen to your voice, that you shall take water from the river, and pour it on the dry land. And the water which you take from the river shall become blood on the dry land. And Moshe said to Yah, O Yah, I am not a man of words, neither before nor since you have spoken to your servant, for I am slow of speech and slow of tongue. And Yah said to him, Who has made man's mouth? Or who makes dumb, or deaf, or seen, or blind? Is it not I, Yah? Now go, and I shall be with your mouth, and teach you what to say. But he said, O Yah, please send by the hand of whom you would send. And the displeasure of Yah burned against Moshe. And he said, Is not Aaron the Levite your brother? I know that he speaks well, and see, he is also coming out to meet you. And when he sees you, he shall be glad in his heart. And you shall speak to him, and put the words in his mouth. And I am with your mouth, and with his mouth, and I shall teach you what to do. And he shall speak to you, to the people, speak for you to the people. And it shall be that he shall be a mouth for you, and you shall be an Elohim for him. Little e. And take this rod in your hand, with which you shall do the signs. Then Moshe went out and returned to Yethro, his father-in-law, and said to him, Please let me go and return to my brothers who are in Mitzrayim, to see whether they are still alive. And Yethro said to Moshe, Go in peace. And Yah said to Moshe in Midian, Go, return to Mitzrayim, for the men are dead who sought your life. So Moshe took his wife and his sons, and set them on a donkey, and he returned to the land of Mitzrayim. And Moshe took the rod of Elohim in his hand. And Yah said to Moshe, I shall go back to Mitzrayim. See that you do all these wonders before Pharaoh, which I have put in your hand. But I am going to strengthen his heart, so that he does not let the people go. And you shall say to Pharaoh, Thus says Yah, Yisrael is my son, my firstborn. So I say to you, let my son go to serve me. But if you refuse to let him go, see, I am killing your son, your firstborn. And it came to be on the way, in the lodging place, that Yah met with him and sought to kill him. And Zipporah took a sharp stone and cut off the foreskin, of her son, and threw it at his feet, and said, You are indeed a bridegroom of blood to me. So he let him go. And then she said, You are a bridegroom of blood, because of the circumcision. And Yah said to Aaron, Go meet Moshe in the wilderness. And he went and met him on the mountain of Elohim, and kissed him. And Moshe then told Aharon all the words of Yah, who had sent him, and all the signs which he had commanded him. And Moshe went with Aharon, and gathered together all the elders of the children of Israel. And Aharon spoke all the words which Yah had spoken to Moshe. Then he did the signs before the eyes of the people. And the people believed. And they heard that Yah had visited the children of Israel, that he had looked on their affliction, and they bowed their heads and did obeisance. Exodus 5. And afterwards Moshe and Aharon went in, and said to Pharaoh, Thus says Yah, Elohim of Israel, let my people go, so that they celebrate a festival to me in the wilderness. And Pharaoh said, Who is Yah, that I should obey his voice and let Israel go? I do not know Yah, nor am I going to let Israel go. So they said, The Elohim of the Hebrews has met with us. Please let us go 3 days' journey into the wilderness, and slaughter to Yah our Elohim, lest he fall upon us with pestilence or with the sword. But the sovereign Mitzrayim said to them, Moshe and Aharon, why do you take the people from their work? Get back to your burdens. And Pharaoh said, See, the people of the land are many now, and you make them cease from their burdens. And the same day Pharaoh commanded the slave drivers of the people and their foremen, saying, You are no longer to give the people straw to make bricks as before. Let them go and gather straw for themselves, and lay on them the required amount of bricks which they made before. Do not diminish it. For they were idle. That is why they are crying out, Let us go and slaughter to our Elohim. Let more work be laid on the men, so that they labor in it, and not pay attention to words of falsehood. And the slave drivers of the people and their foremen went out and spoke to the people, saying, Thus said Pharaoh, I do not give you straw. Go take straw for yourselves, wherever you find it, for your work shall not be diminished. And the people were scattered in all the land of Mitzrayim to gather stubble for straw. And the slave drivers were hurrying on them, saying, Fulfill your actions, your daily matters, as when there was straw. Also the foremen of the children of Israel, whom Pharaoh's slave drivers had set over them, were struck and were asked, Why have you not fulfilled your law in making bricks, both yesterday and today as before? And the foreman of the children of Israel came and cried out to Pharaoh, saying, Why do you treat your servants this way? There is no straw given to your servants, and they say to us, Make bricks. And see, your servants are struck, but your own people are at fault. But he said, You are idle, you are idle. That is why you say, Let us go and slaughter to Yah. So now, go, work. And straw is not given to you, but to deliver the amount of bricks. And the foreman of the children of Israel saw that they were in trouble, after it was said, You are not to diminish your daily amount of bricks. And when they came out from Pharaoh, they met Moshe and Aharon, who stood there to meet them. And they said to them, Let Yah look on you and judge, because you made us loathsome in the eyes of Pharaoh and in the eyes of his servants, to give a sword in their hand to kill us. And Moshe returned to Yah and said, Yah, why have you done evil to this people? Why did you send me? For ever since I came to Pharaoh to speak in your name, he has done evil to this people, and you have not delivered your people at all. Exodus 6. And Yah said to Moshe, Now see what I do to Pharaoh, for with a strong hand he is going to let them go, and with a strong hand he is going to drive them out of this land. So Elohim spoke to Moshe and said to him, I am Yah. And I appeared to Abraham and to Yitzhak and Jacob as El Shaddai, and by my name, Yah, was I not known to them? And I also established my covenant with them, to give them the land of Canaan, the land of those sojournings in which they have sojourned. And I have also heard the groaning of the children of Israel, whom the Mitzrites are enslaving, and I have remembered my covenant. Say therefore to the children of Israel, I am Yah, and I shall bring you out from under the burdens of the Mitzrites, and shall deliver you from their enslaving, and shall redeem you with an outstretched arm and with great judgments, and shall take you as my people, and I shall be your Elohim, and you shall know that I am Yah, your Elohim, who is bringing you out from under the burdens of the Mitzrites. And I shall bring you into the land which I swore to give to Abraham, Yitzhak, and to Jacob, to give it to you as an inheritance. I am Yah. And Moshe spoke thus to the children of Israel, but they did not listen to Moshe, because of shortness of spirit, and from hard slavery. And Yah spoke to Moshe, saying, Go in, speak to Pharaoh, sovereign of Mitzrayim, to let the children of Israel go out of his land. And Moshe spoke before Yah, saying, The children of Israel have not listened to me. And why would Pharaoh listen to me? For I am of uncircumcised lips. And Yah spoke to Moshe and to Aharon, and gave them a command for all the children of Israel, and for Pharaoh, sovereign of Mitzrayim, to bring the children of Israel out of the land of Mitzrayim. These are the heads of their fathers' houses, the sons of Reuben, the firstborn of Israel, Hanak and Palu, Hitzron and Kamari. These are the clans of Reuben. And the sons of Shimon, Yemuel and Yamin, Ohad and Yakin, and Sor and Saul, the son of a Canaanite woman. These are the clans of Shimon. These are the names of the sons of Levi, according to their generations: Gershon and Kohath and Merari. And the years of the life of Levi were 137. The sons of Gershon, Lebni and Shimi, according to their clans. And the sons of Kohath, Amram and Yitzhar and Hebron and Uziel. And the years of Kohath were 133. And the sons of Merari, Mali and Mushi. These are the clans of Levi according to their generations. And Amram took for himself Jochebed, his father's sister, as wife. And she bore him Aharon and Moshe. And the years of the life of Abram were 137. And the sons of Yitzhar, Korah and Nepheg, and Zikri. And the sons of Uziel, Mishael, and Elsaphan, and Sithri. And Aharon took for himself Elishba, daughter of Aminadab, sister of Nahshon, as wife. And she bore him Nadab, and Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. And the sons of Korah, Asher, Elkanah, and Abi Asaph. These are the clans of the Korites. And Eleazar, Aharon's son, took for himself one of the daughters of Putiel as wife, and she bore him Phinehas. These are the heads of the fathers of the Levites according to their clans. This is Aharon and Moshe, to whom Yah said, Bring out the children of Israel from the land of Mitzrayim according to their divisions. They were the ones who spoke to Pharaoh, sovereign of Mitzrayim, to bring out the children of Israel from Mitzrayim. This is Moshe and Aharon. And it came to be on the day when Yah spoke to Moshe in the land of Mitzrayim, that Yah spoke to Moshe, saying, I am Yah. Speak to Pharaoh, sovereign of Mitzrayim, all that I say to you. And Moshe said before Yah, See, I am of uncircumcised lips. Why would Pharaoh listen to me?